Hello and welcome YouTubers and Doctor Who fanatics to another video on TJ Productions, and for this video it's a TJ updates video and I'm going to be discussing what's to come in December scheduling 2016. So if you're new to the channel and don't know what December scheduling is, this is something I did 2 years ago. I did it for 2014 and 2015, and it's like a very big event of the channel because December is the last month of the year and I like to do big and ambitious videos for the last month of the year. Now I do get people's opinions on December scheduling and people say that it's like the best time of the channel, like the content is at its best it is. Like I got very good opinions for the Underwater Menace review. A lot of people enjoyed it, a lot of people like the new format. It's where I try out new ideas, stuff which hasn't been done before. I like to think out of the box a little bit. I'll do very big Doctor Who related videos. And yeah, December scheduling, the thing I made in like 2014, which I actually got the inspiration from work, is it's very popular. It's inspired people to do their own, which is great. And December scheduling 2016 is definitely going to be big. Yeah, when you compare it to like the sheer size of the Ultimate Showcase, then yeah. None of the videos are as big as the Ultimate Showcase. I'm not sure how I'm even gonna beat that video. But yeah, talking about the Ultimate Showcase, you know, it's been out. I'm terribly sorry about the delay of it. It was just horrible, it was. First time uploading it, it couldn't publish. It didn't want to publish to YouTube. So I had to do an alternative method and re-upload it again. And that really took time. For me, uploading is like quicker, like compared to other people, because you know, I talk about my uploading time compared to other YouTubers. And mine's actually a lot faster than other people's. The processing was very long and the editing was definitely the longest. Just took forever. And it's a bit of a problem as well that I always work on weekends. But yeah, the Ultimate Showcase is out now. It's been out for 2 days and it was delayed by 2 days. I know I got loads of bloody comments, I did. And it's completely fine. People were wondering about it, concerned that it might have got like corrupted or something terrible like that. No, that wasn't the case. Thank God. If I lost all of that, I don't know what to do. Yeah, it's just the sheer size of the video. The file size is crazy. You know, I've got a lot of software on my computer, and I think that's why it didn't like upload properly. I've got a lot of memory on this computer. You know, I've got like software for like my university course, and that video was really big, and it made my laptop a little bit sluggish. It did. So, you know, I did an alternative method of using a different laptop, my second laptop, and it seemed to work. It was a bit slow, but it did work. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone who supported this video. It's great that people enjoyed it. Again, how you watched it, it's still great that you supported the video. If you watched it in parts, which I recommended that you should do, I also recommend you like bring a massive picnic with you. You know, it's 4 hours long. Actually, it's 4 hours and 38 minutes, I do believe. Yeah, fun fact, that's almost as long as the Daleks Master Plan. I think I'm going to nickname the Ultimate Showcase the Daleks Master Plan on TJ Productions because it is literally the mother of all TJ Production videos. But yeah, if you watched it in parts, which I recommended you to do, or watched it full, which some people did, you crazy bastards, it's thanks so much for supporting it. I watched it in one go. I had to validate the whole thing. I had some glitches in the video. There was one point where the music went super loud and then it went down again. I think I was on what's it called again? Beneath Summerfield, but Beyond the Sun, that's it. Oh no, not Ship of Fools, that's it. The music went really bloody loud and then it went down again. I'm not sure what happened there. That didn't happen when I was validating it. There must have been some glitch, and I don't know why this keeps happening. Some of my tracks always seem to get duplicated and they happen again. I don't know why that keeps happening, that does. It's a little bit annoying, but it wasn't too bad. People didn't really bother about it, which is fine. It wasn't a massive problem, but it's a little bit annoying. Yeah, the Ultimate Showcase, it definitely looked like it lived up to the hype. The video was done super well. It got to 1,000 views really quickly. And out of all of the 2016 videos, it was the fastest one to get to 1,000 views besides that missing episode when I did. But if you just talk about missing episodes, it just guarantees you views, it does. Yeah, the Ultimate Showcase, without that video, you know, it's the fastest video to get to 1,000 views, even quicker than the DVD Collection 2016, all the collection videos actually. Super fast. Yeah, definitely some big reveals in that video, loads of books. Overall, all the rest stuff I had, including the stuff at the end, There were 20 extremely rare stuff I showcased in that. 20. This is not just rare stuff, I mean extremely rare stuff. And the thing at the end is just like goddamn insane, you know, just incomprehensible it is, you know, that I pulled that off. Because you can't really plan that out. I will be discussing, you know, spoilers on the Ultimate Showcase, like the ending for example. I'm going to explore that a little bit more. So if you haven't watched the Ultimate Showcase all the way through, then go and watch the rest of it and then come back here. Do what you want to. But I'm going to discuss, you know, spoilers to the video. So yes, we are to December scheduling 2016. Now of course, how I structure it, I have like 4 or, you know, a number of individual themes like weeks or sections. This time it's sections. Weeks is a little bit restricted of when you're supposed to do them, so I don't really like weeks anymore. You know, calm that down. I just call them sections now so I can do them whenever I want to. But yeah, I have 4 sections I do, and of course they all have their individual themes, you know, to add variety to December scheduling, and as well I have something even more which will add variety, which I'll get to just in a second. But yeah, section 1 consists of 4 videos, section 2 consists of 6 videos, section 3 consists of 8, and section 4 consists of 1. And as well, TJ Extras will be involved in December scheduling 2016, have 4 videos for TJ Extras in December scheduling 2016. But the TJ Extras videos are not related to the themes of TJ Productions. They will just happen, they will. And they're not related to the weeks or the sections themes. So, to add TJ Extras into December scheduling 2016 will add variety. And I don't want to leave TJ Extras in the dark, because I haven't uploaded for like 3 months. You know, TJ Extras I don't upload like all the time. It just happens occasionally, it does. You know, I went back to it and people, you know, like I went back to it and just didn't completely abandon it. TJ Extras is going to be involved in December scheduling 2016. I have recorded quite a few of the videos. I'm going to be recording some of them today after this, I am. The videos I recorded is 1, 2, 3, because that wasn't supposed to be in December scheduling, but I had to because Ultimate Showcase completely just pushed it away. 4, 5, 6. Well, it was actually 7, but the video corrupted. So yeah, before we go into the TJ Production videos, we will start with the TJ Extras videos. There are 4 videos happening in TJ Extras, there are. And they're all going to be happening on the weekends. I will schedule them, I will, because on the weekends I'm always at work, I am. So yeah, the first video on TJ Extras, and that's a video I've already recorded. That one was recorded when the Ultimate Showcase was being worked on. The next one will be Sunday the 11th, and the third will be Sunday the 18th, and the last one will be the 31st. So right, I'm going to go into the first video, and it is spoilers to the Ultimate Showcase, so if you haven't seen it, then go and watch it. But I'm going to be just discussing spoilers, I am. So the first video you should know about because I announced it at the end of the Ultimate Showcase. I said I went through all the films I got, all the 60mm films, all the Super 8mm films I got for the Ultimate Showcase. It'll be a nice, fascinating video of me just going through all the films of what I got. And the crazy thing is that at the time, it was very likely that I had missing content with me. And what was going in my head, I said, my word, this is the finale, this is it. You know, that really does justify the slogan of the Ultimate Showcase, the biggest, the most ambitious and the snazziest Doctor Who collection update of all time. That definitely hints at ambitious. Absolutely. Because what other Doctor Who YouTubers pulled that off? That's something you can't plan, and that was something which I wasn't expecting to happen. So, great, and I haven't even been collecting this sort of stuff for that long, so wow. As of now, there are stuff going behind the scenes of the missing content, and as I said, it was very likely that I had missing episodes with me. I struggled a little bit to find missing from this show. If you watch the Ultimate Showcase, it is a show called Living Tomorrow. I could not find anything, like a list of the episodes which are missing. I just couldn't find anything. I knew stuff was missing, and quite a lot of it, but what I didn't know. I did do a message to this missing episode a page. They never email me, and I don't think they will. So screw it. I don't care about that. I've got my information now, so I don't need them. Yeah, one of my subscribers helped me out and pointed me in the right direction, because I didn't really know where to look or where this material was held at. But now I know, and I do know what exists of this show and what is missing. I'm probably going to do a database, of what is existing and what is missing, just to actually know what they have. And yes, to confirm something, I didn't confirm this in the Ultimate Showcase. I completely forgot, probably because I had missing episodes buzzing in my head. But yeah, I was supposed to confirm that there would be a spin-off series to the Showcase series, and this would be on TJ Extras, and also named it as well. And it's a very suitable name for it as well, because this brand new spin-off Showcase series is going to consist of films, cine films, like 60mm, Super 8mm, standard 8mm perhaps, 35mm, not 9.5mm, it's not one of my favourite formats. But yeah, it will mainly consist of me going through films which are content unknown and seeing what was on them. It's a very fascinating idea, and it's a hobby of mine. I always wanted to do this, but I thought I would just never pull it off. But now I'm doing it. I'm now collecting this sort of stuff. I am on the hunt for more missing content, as I stated in the Ultimate Showcase. You know, it's likely that I will perhaps find more, but the question is this, and it's a really ambiguous question. It is what I will find, when will I find it, and how I will reveal it. It's a very ambiguous question. I do have very good methods to hunt this sort of stuff down. I do potentially find missing content, and yeah, perhaps I could find something bigger, but again, it's a very ambiguous question. So yeah, I got a point in the right direction, I did, and it's 100% confirmed while I own missing content. Out of all the stuff I've got, actually I count all the film reels that I got in 2016 besides that 16mm BBC Enterprise one, the original one, which is pretty crazy to have in my collection. If that was a Doctor Who one, that'd be worth so much money. And as well, the Super 8mm of Daleks Invasion Earth. I just count how many reels I have. Yeah, I had 18 of these plastic ones. I won't count the other ones because they weren't significant, they were. I had 18 of these. I had 17 800-foot cans, which consisted of like 500 to 600 foot of film. And as well, I had a 300-foot film. 300-foot can, about 300 foot of film, and I didn't recognise it. I really do not know what is on it. It doesn't look important though. But yeah, I went through all the film I did, checked them all. Quite a long process, but I did really enjoy going through the films. It was a magnificent experience, and to experience and find lost TV, and that I own lost TV, just to have it with me right now is a wonderful experience, and it was one of my challenges, it was, and it looks like I have achieved that now. Just to hold missing TV definitely feels pretty crazy. Yeah, I went through all the films I did, and I did label them so I could, know what's on them. Yeah, there are stuff going on behind the scenes. I will update people what is going on in the TJ Extras video. I am yet to message the BFI, because this content, they will probably want it, as there are stuff from Living Tomorrow missing from their catalogue, and that definitely answers the question that they don't have the content. Yeah, I just want to look at the content one more time to see if the films are clean and good and whatnot. And yeah, the films, they all look good. They don't smell of vinegar or chemicals, they don't, which is good. They don't have like the vinegar syndrome, which is called, and that can be pretty thingy when it comes to films, because it spreads like a disease or a virus. They're fantastic for the age, and it feels like they've been cared for quite a lot. They have. So yeah, that'd be a very fascinating, intriguing video of me going through the films. If you just love missing episodes in general, then you'll probably like this video a lot. And yes, I do have a new Doctor Who Showcase spin-off series, as I said, and it's going to consist of me going through films, that is, unknown content, unknown films, and seeing what I have and is it significant. Yes, I have named this series. I think it's a very appropriate name for the series, and the series is called Chasing Shadows. Because when people, you know, devote their life to find like missing episodes, they do it as a hobby, which I'm doing it as a hobby. And of course that people can, you know, when they're looking around for missing episodes, they're chasing shadows, like Web of Fear episode 3 for example. Where the hell did that go? And now they're trying to chase shadows to find it. So I thought it was a very appropriate name for the series. Yep, this is a series which won't happen all the time, because even though I have good methods to get this sort of stuff and potentially find missing content, it's not an easy method, it isn't. So you know, don't expect this all the time, and don't expect me to have missing episodes in every single Chasing Shadows installment. But yeah, to kickstart the series, I do have missing content, and boy does it feel great. This will probably give a lot of people hope that one day, I'm not sure when that day will be, but I might find something really significant, I mean really important, and you know, it needs to be returned very quickly to be in safe hands. Don't worry, if it's with me, it's definitely in safe hands. I'm not going to be an absolute asshole. I'm not going to be an absolute asshole and say, give me like 2,000 quid for this, please. Otherwise I'm not giving it to you. Or that I would keep it, or sell it on eBay. You know, I'm not a dick like that, I'm not. You know, if I've got it, it's safe. Yeah, this quite big, and it's a pretty big, how much episodes I've got missing of this series is pretty incredible. But this will probably give people hope that, you know, one day I might find something else again. Again, what, when, and how I will reveal it is a very ambiguous question. And yeah, I think the BFI will be very happy that I'm just offering them to this. They can have it. And if I get a yes or no, then they'll probably say yes because they don't have it. But if they say no for whatever reason, then again, I doubt that'll happen, but just in case if that's a possibility, then this stuff I would keep it, and I would probably just digitize it and just put it onto YouTube, because you know, some people actually do that and they allow you to do it. I doubt that will happen. I think the BFI would like to have this because they have it in their archives, they do. And it's quite sad how much this series suffered. You know, when people devote to try and find missing episodes, they actually don't find anything. But they still like try their hardest to like get stuff and then bring it back to the archives. Yeah, it's definitely something which takes passion and patience. You know, finding missing episodes, this is just a time-to-time thing. It doesn't happen a lot. You know, there's been a lot of nice recoveries going on, which is fantastic. The big guy, the big one himself, the Avengers Tunnel of Fear, is definitely the big one this year. That is a magnificent recovery. Because, like, the big stuff, Doctor Who, the Avengers, Dad's Army, Z-Cast Softly, they would be quite big stuff, or like Out of the Unknown. Those sort of stuff would be, you know, quite big. So yeah, that's the first video on TG Extras, and for December schedule will be happening not long after this video. Yes, video 2. Now this will be... Now this is the second video for the Ultimate Showcase, and this is what it's called, Doctor Who, the Ultimate Showcase Discussion. This video will be a lot like Showcase 45. I did like a behind the scenes video of like winning bids, how I got these Doctor Who books. That's what the video is going to be a little bit about. You know, like how I got the 1971 annual, how I got the cave monsters. Like, I actually recorded myself bidding on these items, like a face cam, and how I won them. The 1971 annual, I was flipping terrified. I was so nervous because so many people were on the page. But when the bidding actually happened, I was only up against one other person, and I think I know who that person was actually. Because at the time, he was hunting the 1971 annual. You know, cave monsters as well. Yeah, completely demolished the hardbacks, the Target hardbacks. But it's not as well like a behind the scenes discussion. I'm discussing about the Ultimate Showcase, about all the stuff I've got, how I handled it. Discuss the stuff which I got, discuss the stuff which I didn't get, and as well discussing stuff which was actually, you know, guessed and speculated that would turn up in the Ultimate Showcase, even if it did or didn't. You know, there was a... Without counting Soval's Sin, the Alan Wingate hardback of the Auton Invasion was the most talked about. Everyone, most people, suspected that I definitely had the Auton Invasion, but surprise, surprise, it actually wasn't in the Ultimate Showcase. Yeah, that £15 one, which turned up on eBay, that wasn't me, that was someone else. No idea who it was, but yeah, one lucky son of a bitch that was. Yeah, the last time, the last time the Auton Invasion has appeared as a bid was September 23rd, 2013. I found a really good website to research old eBay links. Yeah, that's the last time it appeared properly, and that's when I started the flipping channel. You know, just a month before that, so that's pretty crazy. That's a long time, 3 years. The Cave Monsters is actually even longer, because it had a lot of really stupid ones in 2015, it did. Again, I don't know why people even purchase it for that much money, but the last proper one was 2011. I could find nothing on 2012, 13 or 14 with the hardback of the Cave Monsters, so wow. Overall, the Cave Monsters appeared more. I can only find 5 different occurrences when it appeared. 2 in 2016 of the same book, 2 in 2015, and 1 in 2011. There was also another Cave Monsters hardback. It was very similar to my Doctor Who and the Daleks modified hardback. There was another one of them, which was pretty interesting, though that's not an Alan Wingate hardback. I think someone tried to make their own, maybe because they struggled to get the actual hardback, probably. And the Auton Invasion, I've only gathered that I can only find 3. One in 2013, that £15 one, and that flipping ludicrous £774 one. So yeah. Out of the entirety of eBay's been around, they're the only ones I could find with this website. It's a very good website that finds old eBay links on stuff. Yeah, there's been quite a nice discussion. Also, I'll be reading comments of what people think about the Ultimate Showcase. But as well, I'll be doing like a mini Q&A in it as well. So in this video, if you've got any opinions or questions on the Ultimate Showcase which you want me to answer, then put it in the comments down below. You can answer how many questions you want to. It could be stuff like that, like for example, what was like the best unboxing out of section 3? Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 12, the last one? Which one was your favourite? Which one gave you the most shock? For me, I think it is the Cave Monsters hardback, the Alan Wingate hardback of the Cave Monsters Unboxing 8. That's the one I thought would be the one. So yeah, the Doctor Who, the Ultimate Showcase discussion now will be out on Sunday, the 11th of December. Got a fun video, I answer people's questions, what they think of the Ultimate Showcase, what was like their favourite unboxing, to hear their opinions and whatnot. And as well, they might give me some questions, like for example, which Doctor Who books did you really want to get in the Ultimate Showcase but you could never do it? Or if the missing episode reveal could have been something different, what it could have been? You know, stuff like that. Just give me some questions. Now, the third video, people can choose which one they have, because I'm not too sure which one to do. I think it might be quite one-sided, but we'll see what people say. There's 2 videos I have in my head which are book related, so you can choose what they are. It's either A, Doctor Who, my top 5 book ranges. I'll be like, which ones are my favourite to collect, like the Virgin New Adventures, the Telos novellas, the Doctor Who Target hardbacks, the Target books, the paperbacks, the BBC books, the Big Finish short trip books, the Hearst Publishing books, the charity books, stuff like that. But the other one is the top 20 Target hardbacks updated. I think people will probably go for that one a little bit more. But yeah, that's up to you. Which one do you want? And in the final TJ Extras video, this is something which you will be doing. This isn't a list I am constructing, it's all to do with my subscribers and giving their opinions. So yeah, what am I doing with this one? Well, this video is called the top 5 TJ Production videos. Now, this is not a list I'm constructing, this is you doing it. Don't do your list yet, do your list in the final TJ Productions video of 2016. So with this top 5, I can work out, by my subscribers' point of view, what is their favourite videos, and I will come up, you know, I'll add all the points up and see which ones like number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. And then that can sum up of how I will deliver 2017. I know what sort of content to do. So yeah, don't have to do anything yet. provide your list in the final video. I will mention it in the final video, I will. Yeah, don't do it yet. Now we're going to TJ Productions for December scheduling 2016. As I said, 4 sections. So for section 1, it is called Childhood and Classics of Doctor Who. In this section, I'm going to be going over stuff which is like my childhood with Doctor Who, like childhood stories, and as well classics of Doctor Who. And Doctor Who has been in my childhood and I experienced it a long time ago. The first time I ever experienced it was Christmas Day 1999, and that was such a long time ago. When I was young, TV was something to just... I loved it. Yeah, my family, they just love old classic TV, they prefer it to new. It's really like a family sort of thing it is. They used to watch Doctor Who back in the day, they did. And yeah, the first video is called Doctor Who, My Childhood Stories. So this one will be quite of a short and sweet and snazzy Doctor Who video of me going through my childhood Doctor Who stories and what I remember when I was young and watching these stories. Be a very nice blast to the past for me. Yeah, that one will be quite of a nice start for December sketch and a nice throwback to my childhood it is. And those childhood stories, I pretty much all class them as classics. Yeah, second video, this is a very nice one because I've been collecting Doctor Who. I'm going crazy at the moment now, but you know, back in the day I did do Doctor Who collecting. One thing I was pretty crazy on, and this might be quite hard to believe, because when you look at my channel, they're nowhere to be seen. Figures. I used to collect figures and I was pretty mad on them. Yeah, that might be quite hard to believe. TJ Productions has got figures. That's pretty hard to believe, honest. Yeah, I faded away from the figures because there was a point in time where I completely faded away from Doctor Who, completely forgot about it, because I did not like the direction of the show. I didn't enjoy Series 5. I faded away from it, and I didn't watch Series 6 at all, original transmission. Doctor Who was completely out of my life. Luckily, I'm back into Doctor Who because what if, this is a what if I never got back into Doctor Who? This channel wouldn't have existed. But anyway, this video is this, Doctor Who Top 10 Favourite Items in My Collection. So yes, I'm going to be doing a top 10 video of going through my top 10 favourite items in my collection. Yeah, kind of a nice Doctor Who video, which you don't see a lot of really, so I said, you know, why not do it? Because I've got a lot of stuff in my collection, such as props, a ton of books, signatures, cosplay. You know, I got quite a lot, so that might be quite a nice video. I already filmed that one. I was originally going to put it in TJ Extras, but changed my mind, I did. Yeah, third video, this makes a lot of sense, and this is actually a little bit of homage to 2014 December scheduling. I'm doing a classic review on the Horror Fan Rock. I have to do a proper review on the Horror Fan Rock. My 2014 review, I don't like to look at it, to be honest. I think it's absolutely shit. But you might think different, but I personally don't like it. Yeah, it's a proper review. My first classic story ever experienced. Have to, really. So that's kind of a nice homage to when December scheduling began and all that. And was that the first video of December scheduling? 2014? It might have been. I can't remember. It's been so long. I think it was the first one. Yeah. Classic review of Horror Fan Rock. Send me to my childhood, that will. And I consider it just a classic. It's my favourite Fourth Doctor story. I love it. And it's in my top 20 Doctor Who stories of all time. You know, I love it. Just fantastic. You know, great childhood memories I have of that story. It's always been a favourite of mine, and I have so much nostalgia for it. And to sort of drive me into like the horror area, which I do love horror. And the final video, a very big video here. I did tease this in a TJ Updates video. This is the Doctor Who overview of the Second Doctor era, and it'd be so lovely to overview the Second Doctor era. This will be a very long video, mind you. I'm not just ranking all the stories or doing something like that. I'm going to give you facts, what was going on with the show at the beginning of Power of the Daleks, because there were a lot of ups and downs there were in the Patrick Troughton era. It'd be nice to discuss all them, give you some stuff on the missing episodes, with the Patrick Troughton era. There's some fascinating stuff I'd like to discuss about that. This was planned for December scheduling. I couldn't really deliver it on the 50th anniversary of Patrick Troughton because the Ultimate Showcase was in the way. So it's in December scheduling. I wanted to do it in December scheduling. I knew for a fact I couldn't do it on the 50th anniversary of Patrick Troughton. But I'm doing this video because Patrick Troughton, he's my favourite actor of all time. Yeah, it's going to be a very nice video. It'll be long, quite informative, discussing about all the stories, breaking down the villains as well, like how they handle the Daleks and Power of the Daleks, discussing stuff on Tobias Vaughan, how his character was handled and how he's like one of the best one-off villains of all time, stuff like that, discussing about the animation. It's just going to be a massive overview, basically. Overviewing the entirety of the Patrick Troughton era, with stories, facts, missing episodes, animation, how it was handled, what happened behind the scenes, the ups, the downs, like the positives, the negatives, and the controversial stuff with the Patrick Troughton era. I'm just doing a gigantic overview on it. That was a mouthful. And yeah, that's the final video for Section 1, Childhood and Classics of Doctor Who. Because personally, that is the classic era. Now to Section 2 now. I've already recorded one of them because it should have been out before December scheduling, but now it's inserted in December scheduling. And you probably know what it is. And if you're a fan of the Doctor Who books, then you will definitely love this section. This section's called The World of Books. I have got 6 videos in this section related to the Doctor Who books. One of them very interesting and something I haven't done before. Anyway, I have 6 videos. Video 1 of Section 2 being The World of Books. I wanted to do this because I have big plans for the EDA range in 2017. I'm going to be doing a marathon of all of them, from the 8 Doctors all the way to the Gallifrey Chronicles. It's definitely going to be ambitious. I won't give up because I don't give up on books, but there will be like places where I go, oh, for God's sake, just stop it, please, you're insulting me. There's definitely going to be ups and downs because the EDA range is pretty controversial. It definitely got some nice ups, but it got a lot of downs. At the end of the EDA marathon, this would be like in December schedule in 2017, or even 2018. I would do a massive overview on the EDA range. Yeah, the one thing the EDAs definitely did not do well is make a coherent or consistent arc. It was completely messed up. I mean, at least Big Finish did good at their arcs. EDAs are all flipping over the place. So yeah, video 1 of The World of Books is called Doctor Who, The Guide to the EDA Books. So before we get into the madness and insanity of the EDA books, I thought it would be kind of a good idea to do a guide of the EDA books, like where all the arcs are, the characters, discuss them a little bit, like my pre-thoughts of how these books are going to go down. So it's not only a guide, but it's my pre-thoughts on the EDA range before I dive into the crazy mental insanity of the EDA range. So that video might be, quite interesting, and yeah, it will set up the EDA marathon in 2017. Starting with the 8 Doctors, which I will be reading probably after Drift maybe. But yes, video number 2, these are book reviews now. The first book review is a review of Grave Matter. Yeah, I completed Grave Matter not too long ago. It's not very Christmassy, isn't it? But horror is something I love, so I'm just throwing it in there. Actually, you're going to get a lot of Christmas horror stories, you can see. Sort of, but it's not a Christmas horror story, but it's still, horror is something I love. So I'm inserting it in here, and I wanted to do a review of Grave Matter because it's a very popular story and I want to discuss my opinions on it. Yeah, that book isn't very Christmassy, but yeah, this book here is definitely suitable for the time. I wanted this book for so long. I don't know why it took me so long because it's not a rare book. But this has been my most anticipated PDA. I've wanted it, I just love the sound of it, and I've always saying to myself, if Big Finish were allowed to adapt the BBC books, this one would definitely happen. Yes, I will be reviewing Drift by Simon A. Ford. I just cannot wait to read this book. I love the cover, it's gorgeous, it's one of my favourite covers of all time. It's It's December now, the temperature's going to be all cold, apparently it's going to be quite warm at Christmas. It's chilly, so you can really take the immersion of the story. This is the best time to experience Drift. I'm so looking forward to it. It feels very atmospheric. It's got a lot of characters in it. You have to see how they're handled. They have to be a bit of variety. If they're all the same, that might be a problem, but we have to see. Seems very militaristic as well. Got some military elements in there, and I hope that's handled well. Yep, that's Drift. Cannot wait to review it. Showcased it in the Ultimate Showcase. BBC Books now. What's reviewing Relative Dementias, but that's not going to be in December scheduling. So I've reviewed Synthespians, which almost bloody killed me, but no, it's Grave Matter and Drift. And yeah, for two other book reviews, I mentioned it in the Ultimate Showcase I'll be reviewing this one, and it's definitely going to be a unique experience. Yes, I mentioned I will be reviewing a campaign by Jim Mortimore, the Lost Treasure of Doctor Who, but it's usually nicknamed actually. Campaign is probably one of the most obscure, maddest and experimental Doctor Who books of all time, and with the campaign review, yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting read to say the least. I'll probably go through this quite quickly because it is a short Doctor Who book, it is, and it's definitely got very weird material in it. And then the other book review, it's Times Champion, and maybe at the end of the Times Champion review I will put these in like a throwdown, and like at the end I'll do like a little section to see which one I prefer, campaign or Times Champion, because a lot of the, you know, they're very similar in rarity, have very similar stories of why they're rare, so it'd be nice to put these two together and see which one overall I prefer. Times Champion, the Holy Bible of Doctor Who as I like to call it, or the Lost Treasure of Doctor Who campaign, which one will be better? And yeah, at the introduction of these two videos I do have like some funny spoofs I do. Haven't done the campaign one yet. The Times Champion spoof was actually a spoof which was a part of the Ultimate Showcase, but I cut it out. And now I have a feeling that I'm just going to add it in the Times Champion review, because there was some content of the Ultimate Showcase which either didn't make it, or it was cut out, it was. But I'm going to insert it in the Times Champion review because it does have sort of relevancy. And the last video, this is definitely a pretty interesting one. It could be the biggest video, or probably the hardest one to pull off compared to the other ones, even though the last video of December schedule 2016, you could argue that one might be. Yes, the sixth video is a fan film. This is a short Doctor Who film, and it's called The Deal. I won't discuss the premise, but if you just think, you'll probably get what the premise is. I have scripted it out. It's definitely going to have some moments, it will. It's hard to describe it without giving away what the content's going to be like. It's a little bit creepy in some places as well, so you have to see what I'm trying to do there. I haven't done a film, a Doctor Who short film, I haven't done anything like that before. I've done a spoof like for Times Champion, that's happening in a campaign, which I haven't done yet. But yeah, this video is going to be certainly interesting, just to do something different. And yeah, as I said, Times Champion, I've already done the review of it, I just got to edit it. It's a mammoth of a review, it is. It could be long, yeah, I think it is longer than some Thespians, definitely. How long will the review be? 1 hour and 45 minutes as a guess. That's just a guess, that is. So we have to see. There's always a theme which I always do, and I call it the specials. This is where I do very big videos. One of them's been planned out for a very long time, and as it's definitely going to be a big video. And yeah, this one consists. Did I say 8 videos? Yeah, this section consists of 8 videos, and this section's called the specials. I always really do this. I do. So the first video is a Doctor Who classic review of Power of the Daleks, the animation. It'd be so nice to experience Power of the Daleks. I haven't experienced it yet. And yeah, I'm gonna not only review the story, but review the animation as well. And rate that overall. I've got a new rating system, you'll see it in my first review of December scheduling. But yeah, the review, this one might be pretty lengthy. I sort of structured and organised how I'll be handling it. This one will probably be over an hour long, this review, because it is Power. It'll probably be a very strong review. It is a 10 out of 10 story, which is a massive rarity. But not only will I be rating the story, but I'll be rating the animation and the release itself. Video number 2. This one's actually been requested to do, and I didn't want to do it, but since it's December scheduling, yes I will. And it's not very a nice, lovely video. It will be for you, you'll laugh your ass off probably, but for me this will just be a goddamn nightmare. Because for the life of me, I do not want to listen to this complete dog shit again. I will be reviewing Necromantia. This is just the bad side of Big Finish. You know, Big Finish, they never talk about this. Have you ever seen it in like sales or where they've talked about it on like social media or on their website and showcased it? I've never seen it before, and I can see why. Probably one of Big Finish's most controversial releases, or the most controversial release. I mean, Peter Davison didn't like the story, he hated the content. The writer never did another Big Finish audio ever again. Because it's so controversial. I will save my anger in the review. It's going to be a ranty review, don't know how long it's going to be. Hopefully it's not long. I don't want another Synthespians all over again, and I cannot wait to beat the shit out of this. But after that, we've got one big lovely review. I've been planning this for so long. It was even announced in January 2016. A review of the Daleks Master Plan. Have scripted it, but haven't recorded it. Since the Daleks Master Plan, it has an episode which was dated on Christmas Day. Seems fair to do a review of it on this day. Yeah, this one will be a brilliant review. I have reviewed Daleks Master Plan before. What was it? 2013, like December 2013. I didn't do December scheduling back then. It was about a 7-minute review. To be honest, I don't like to look at it. Not because of the length, it's just depressing it is. But this review has been talked about for quite some time, so I wanted to do it. So a review of Daleks Master Plan should be happening. Again, you probably are thinking that none of these videos have been dated yet. You know, I'm not gonna do that, I am. I'm playing this sort of stuff a little bit different now, so hopefully I can get every video out without any of them being cancelled or delayed into 2017. I have to upload them then. Because I've always had the problem I have. Big Finish Month didn't really get off the ground because the Ultimate Showcase got in the way. But anyway, this should be a pretty interesting review. Video 4, this is a massive countdown video. It's a top 20 classic stories. This will bring quite a bit of homage to a 2015 video I did, which was the top 15 TV stories. And in video 5 is the top 20 Big Finish audios. This has been discussed quite a bit of when I'm going to be doing this. I got top 10 Big Finish audios, so those should be quite hyped. Top 20 videos, especially the Big Finish ones, because I haven't revealed what is my favourite Big Finish audio. I haven't revealed that, and people don't really know my list, so that should be an interesting video. Yeah, the next video is the Christmas Collection Update, Showcase number 46. And yeah, sorry for that jump cut, the camera keeps falling down. Yes, I've got a lovely Christmas Collection Update. This is number 46, this is Showcase number 46. The Ultimate Showcase isn't numbered because it's a special showcase. That isn't supposed to be number 46, it's completely a special showcase video. So Christmas Collection Update is number 46. And it's going to have some nice Big Finish audios in there. I have some rare entries. And I know a lot of BBC books will be appearing in the showcase video. EDAs and PDAs, because that's what I've asked for. I don't think I'll have all of them, but I think I'll be almost done with the range. But with the Virgin books, that's what I'm going to be dealing with. I get stuff like this. Crazy stuff to get. And I even reveal missing episodes, missing TV, and I can't even bloody get so lost. Yeah, that makes so much fucking sense, doesn't it? No, really, that makes no sense at all. I've struggled with Soval Sin, and I've got a sad story to say in the discussion video of the Ultimate Showcase with Soval Sin. Oh, it's terrible. It's worse than Master. I'm going to nickname Soval Sin the elusive bastard of the Doctor Who books. It's so elusive. It's so sly. I don't think it wants to be in my collection. It says, you got all this rare shit, so you don't need me. I don't know what it is. I just had the worst luck with it. It's always when I have like a last obstacle to go with completing a range. It's like one of them, which just bees a big pain in the ass. Bloody Sylvar sin. Yeah, if it appears in the collection video or another showcase video this year, that's another question. Hope to God I get it. But yeah, the Ultimate Showcase, it feels like the finale for the Showcase series this year, but no, there's 2 more showcases happening this year in December. The Christmas Collection update, and as well another showcase video, showcase number 47, which is titled Doctor Who Collection Update Fantastic Bundle. Yeah, this was a bundle which was originally going to be in the Ultimate Showcase, but I purchased it a little bit too late, and I'm actually still waiting for it now, so I have to do it in a separate video. And it was a really good unboxing as well. It was going to be in section 2. It was even worthy of like section 3 material was. But I didn't get them. A bundle of flipping rare books. It was probably the best bundle out of all of them when it comes to rarity. But not my favourite bundle. I think my favourite bundle was the last bundle. The one with the Dalek Invasion of Earth, and then when you get hardback and that very odd Doctor and the Daleks hardback, modified hardback. So yeah, 2 showcase videos for December scheduling with the Christmas one and that bundle one as well. Maybe some other stuff in there as well, just have to wait and see. You know, I'm always, sly when it comes to showcase videos. And the final video for section 3, this was one which I previously recorded but it corrupted. So yes, I'm going to be doing a collection video. This video is titled Doctor Who Collection My Rare Books Part 1. I'm going to be showcasing all of my rare Doctor Who books in one video. And I was thinking how I was going to showcase them, like put them in rarity order. That's one I had in my mind, but I think I had a better idea of showcasing them of when I got them. I found that a much more fun way to do it. It's just to show the journey of how I got all these Doctor Who books. I found that a better way. So yes, that'll be a very fun video. If you love your Doctor Who books, your rare Doctor Who books, you're going to love this video. So much rare Doctor Who books in this video. And probably a few more in the Christmas collection update. And maybe I'll throw something in secret in Showcase 47. Yeah, that's the last video for the specials. Now we're to the final video. It's only one video in the last section. Actually, I've planned this one out for the 31st of December, so how can that 2G Extras video work now? I'm going to have to throw that video in like early January or something. To give people time to make their list of what's their top 5 2G production videos, so I have to work something out. But yeah, section 4 is called My Doctor Who Journey, and it consists of one video, and it feels like a finale to the channel of 2016. Now I've got a sad story here, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it because it's not going to happen. With 2016, originally, when going through it, I kept this secret. I never said my opinions, I did, of what I thought about 2016, but around about like the January to June area, I was thinking this. 2016 is going to be my final year before I depart from the channel. Yeah, originally I was actually going to leave YouTube because things were getting too busy, and now since I'm doing a university course in computing, IT computing, really busy stuff now, really serious stuff, which I've got to get right. They're just throwing assignments and exams and tests at me, and it's serious stuff and I have to focus on it. Things are going good so far, got good results for all the stuff I've done, it's going good, but you have to realise I have to put this stuff over everything, especially YouTube as well. When I work as well, work has to be over this as well. But yeah, originally 2016 was going to be my final year, and I planned this out to be my last video on TG Productions. But don't worry, that's not going to happen. I'm not ending the channel in 2016. It's been growing too well. I don't want to leave this channel behind. I think a lot of people would be quite upset if I were to leave YouTube. Because so many people have found my channel now, so many people have been watching for so long. I think people would be quite upset because a lot of people are inspired by my work. So, you know, it was a tough time. I had that just in my head, never announced it, but there you go. Don't worry, it's not going to happen. But yeah, my final video was called this: My Story of Being a Doctor Who Fan. This is the entire story of me being a Doctor Who fan. What happened from all the way to the start of my childhood, where I experienced my first Doctor Who story of all time, Horror Fan Rock, all the way to here. Just gonna discuss it all. It's basically gonna discuss my entire Doctor Who journey. How the channel started, you know, a bit of like an origins to TJ Productions, because no one knows how this channel formed up, besides one person, because we both have the same story. What TJ Productions was originally, because originally it wasn't a Doctor Who channel. Now my channel inspirations are not actually Doctor Who channels, they're not. Then we're going to discuss of when I got into Big Finish, when I got into the books, when I started heavily collecting, even go back to the stuff like the Ultimate Showcase. It would be one big celebration video to discuss my Doctor Who journey and me being a Doctor Who fan from start to now. So I think that would have been a very good finale video to the channel, and as well, since I'm not leaving, that's a good end for 2016 on TJ Productions and for December scheduling. So there you go, those are all the videos planned for December scheduling 2016 on TJ Productions and TJ Extras 2016. Yeah, I hope everyone enjoys it when these videos are released. I've done a few of them. Again, I do really want to nail this so I can redeem 2016. Again, it's been quite limited with content. Big Finish month didn't really get off the ground. Even though I've got the videos still up on my laptop, I'm just going to have to release them during 2017 or something like that. Because I've got Dark Eyes, Project Twilight review on there. I've got those top 5 writers videos on there as well. So I'm going to have to release them during 2017. Yes, I will see you just in a few hours, because December scheduling is starting today with a video on TJ Extras, which is me going through all the films I got in the Ultimate Showcase. The first Showcase video of the new series, which is a spin-off series to the Showcase series called Chasing Shadows. So see you in that video. So thanks for watching, and of course, have a good one.